What's up guys, Deceiver here, back with another Dead by Daylight video, and today we're going to be talking about killer perks. Now, I am very reluctant to do any survivor perk tier lists. Like, I can tell you what the best ones are, and I can tell you what the worst ones are, but the in-betweens, I'm not really sure, because I haven't played enough survivor. So I think I'm going to hold off on a survivor tier list until I use more of the perks and test them out a little bit more, but I have played a shit ton of killer. So I will definitely try my best on this one. Again, this is my opinion. This is not definitive. This is just what I feel like works when I use it. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right in. Agitation being the first one. Agitation I don't think is a bad perk, but I really don't think it's a good perk either, and I think it's a little worse than it is good. Getting to hooks fast is good, and in some builds increasing your terror radius is a good thing as well, and on certain killers. I think it belongs more in the C tier though. It's not dog shit, it does have its uses, but it's not great. Nurse's Calling. This is one of my favorite perks on killer, and I can't stress how good it is on a majority of, like, you could use this perk on pretty much any killer, and on some killers it's like a must. So definitely an S tier perk in my opinion. Yeah, I'm comfortable putting it in S tier by a lot. Let's go on to Bamboozled. Again, guys, I'm not going to go super in-depth to these perks because I don't want this video to be like an hour long or even 30 minutes long. So I'm going to just kind of do this as quickly as I can. Bamboozled. I think this is a good perk. I think it's a solid B tier perk. I don't think it's good on every killer, and I don't think it's good in every situation or in every build. But I do think it's a solid perk. Being able to vault windows faster and then block them, it can be a good thing. Like in the shack, it can be really good. But if the survivors don't loop you around a specific tile, then it becomes pretty useless. And as soon as they see that you have it, they're going to play around it. But the vaulting speed definitely is good. Let's go ahead and do barbecue and chili. In terms of like raw value that this perk gives you, it's the best perk in the game. However, I don't think it has the best ability in the game. I think that belongs to another perk. I'm not sure which one yet, but I don't think it's the absolute best. I think Nurses is actually a little bit better, especially in conjunction with like certain things and on certain killers. Barbecue, I don't know, man. Barbecue's just so good. Like, the amount of blood points it gives you along with the ability that's, you know, tacked onto it is just amazing. Yeah, I think I'm comfortable with barbecue up in S tier. Territorial Imperative. Dog shit. Not even gonna, like, go into it. It's dog shit. Yeah, don't have anything much more to say about that unless you're doing like a basement build, I guess. It's poop. Bitter Murmur. It's a solid perk. I think it's a solid B tier. Yeah, I'm comfortable putting it in there. Especially if you don't have like some of the other perks. I think it's great. I think it's gonna probably go down in the B tier a little bit. But for now, I think it's fine where it's at. What is this? Blood Echo. That's the one that gives hemorrhage when you hook. It gives hemorrhage to everybody else that's injured, right? Hemorrhage and exhausted. Has its uses, but it's not very good or useful, and there's just better perks. So I think it's a solid C tier. Bloodhound, garbage. We'll go ahead and slap that down to D. I'm not going to explain why the garbage perks are garbage. You'll have to just go and read them yourself if you really don't know. I could see it having more use than Territorial though, so well, yeah, I'll go ahead and slap it there above Territorial. Otherwise it's just garbage. Blood Warden. Blood Warden is worse now than it used to be, but I still think it has some good use. We're gonna probably put that on higher C tier. Yeah, I'm gonna put it high C tier. Brutal Strength. I love Brutal Strength, actually. One of my favorite perks, but it's not near the best. I do think it's A tier, though. I think it's really solid perk. Straightforward, to the point, break pallets. Yeah, I think it's good. Corrupt Intervention. I think this is an S tier perk. With Hex Ronin being nerfed, this is like a must on some killers. Like Trapper. Like, I don't run Trapper without this perk usually, unless I'm doing like some kind of play around, fool around build. But I think Corrupt is definitely like a must have on certain killers, and it's just really good on every killer. So S tier for sure. I don't think it's at the top though. Clora Phobia. Yeah, it's doo-doo. That's doo-doo. I can't. What is the specifics on what it does? I can't even remember. It's the one that, like, within your terror radius, healing is affected by 30%. I think. Yeah, that's so bad. There's just so much better stuff. No. Yeah, no. I can't even remember the name of this perk, but I remember what it does. It's the one that blocks off windows in a certain radius, and it's just fucking terrible. Like, it's so bad I can't remember the actual name for it. Mindbreaker? Is that it? Is it Mindbreaker? Yeah, I think that's what it is. Fuck that perk. No, like, fuck that perk. Okay. Dark Devotion. This is a really fun perk, but how good is it? I think it's better than Blood Echo. I think it's better than Agitation, because it's got a really cool effect. I think it might even be better than Blood Warden. I'm going to put it at the higher side of C tier. Now we got a new perk. We've got Hex, no, not Hex, Dead Man Switch, sorry. Dead Man Switch. When you hit the Obsession, what is it? When you hit the Obsession, all generators that are like not being worked, or when there's someone working on it and they stop working on it, it basically becomes blocked. It's really hard to rate new perks as they haven't been used that much, but I've used it a little bit myself, and it depends on the killer you're playing. If you have a high map pressure killer like Nurse or something like that, it can be useful, but I feel like you want to run this alongside of something like Save the Best for Last. I think it's a B tier. It does have its uses. It can work, but I still think there's much better perks that you can take. Deerstalker. See the survivor's auras within a certain amount of meters. It's got its uses, but it's not very good for anything much, so I'm going to put it at the top of D for now. Discordance. Very good information perk. I think it's a solid A, actually. I mean, it does its job well. It's very simple, and it does exactly what it says, and I haven't had any like issues with it, and I've not really been sad about running it when I do run it. So yeah, I think it's good. Distressing. If you're farming blood points, fine, or if you're playing Doctor or some kind of terror radius build, it has niche situations, but I still think it's like low D tier, even lower than Deerstalker. Yeah, no, I don't like it. Unless I'm playing Doctor, that's the only way I'll run Distressing. Dying Light. I don't think the perk's as bad as some people think, but it's definitely not that good either. It can work on certain killers. I think it could work on like Legion and Deathslinger, just because they can injure. But otherwise, I'm going to put it like bottom C tier. That might be one of the more controversial ones, because some people think it should be like here. But I don't think it's that bad, to be honest. So yeah, I'm going to keep it at low C tier for now. Enduring. During's really fucking good. Does exactly what it says. Very simple. I think it's top B tier. Yeah, I think that's where you know what? Maybe low A. Just because it's like there's nothing gimmicky you have to do with it. It does its job. Like, yeah, I'm gonna keep it at low A for now. Probably not even the bottom of A. Fire it up. Garbage. Moving on. Franklin's Demise. Very annoying when you're playing Survivor, because I've played against Franklin's Demise several times, but I just don't think it's worth bringing. I don't think it's worth taking up a perk slot, but it does have its uses. If you see, you know, 4 survivors bringing keys or something, then maybe you want to run it. Or if you see like 4 toolboxes, then it's probably worth bringing. Otherwise, there's just much better perks. Yeah, bottom of C tier, I think. Better than Dying Light, though. Blood Echo, I think, actually belongs at the bottom. I don't think it's that useful. Furtive Chase, I think it's garbage. It's a garbage perk. Like switching obsessions and like gaining stealth on, it's useless on the killer that it comes with. Like, why? Yeah, no, it's probably there. Fire it up's actually probably worse. Yeah, we'll do it like that, because you can do some like fun builds with Furtive Chase at least. Just for that, I'll put it at the top of D. Gearhead. Now, I saw Atsdarva do his like trying to figure out how Gearhead works and everything, and it looks like dog shit, and I think it is dog shit. I think it's actually, you know what, it does have some like niche uses though, because it did work for him like part of the time. No, it's still bad though. I'll put it at top of D. It's got a really cool icon though. Hangman's Trick. After the recent changes, I've tried this perk out, and it only works like half the time. Like, I think it belongs like right here with Gearhead, but it is more consistent than Gearhead, so I think it's better. Hex Ruin, or Hex Ruin. Hex Devour Hope. Devour Hope is this, if they don't get your totem. So, assuming they do get your totem, let's meet in the middle and say that you do get some value out of Devour Hope. We'll put it at top of A, just assuming that you do get some value out of it. Yeah, I think I'm comfortable with that. There's probably going to be some perks in A that are better though. Haunted Grounds. There are a lot of hex totems that are like hex perks you can use now. Most of them are garbage, but there are some that you might want to run a hex build on. I think this is staple on any hex build. So for that reason, I'm going to put it at the top of B for now. It'll probably be replaced by something else. Huntress's Lullaby. Let's see, slows them down. I really don't think it's very good. I think it's actually worse than Dying Light, so I'm going to put it here. Then we got everybody's favorite Noed. Let's be honest, if you're using this perk, it's S tier. Like, it's probably the best killer perk in the game, if you're actually using it. And this also depends on if they cleansed all the hex totems in the game. If so, then it did nothing for you at all. But majority of the games, let's be real, this perk is going to do some work against most survivors. Now, a survive with friends that is like really good, all the people are really good, it's probably not going to do as much work. But I still don't think it belongs at the top of S just because of the fact that it's a hex. And it does have some counterplay. And let's be real, if you're running this every single game, you're kind of a shitbag. I'm just saying. Like, this is miserable to play against. Let me put it this way to you guys. If you're a killer main that either doesn't play Survivor or almost never plays Survivor, play Survivor for just a little bit, and I promise you, you'll come across someone using Noed, and you'll probably not want to play Survivor again. It's miserable to play against. Yeah, that's just my opinion. You're kind of a shithead if you use it. Now, that being said, yes, I have used NOED myself, and I have felt bad about it every time, and I've thought to myself in my head that I'm a shitbag for using it. So, yeah, we're all shitbags if we use NOED, and all of us have used NOED at some point. So, this perk just needs to be reworked. It's just not fun. Like, it's not... I mean, I think it's pretty overpowered. I'm not even gonna like lie about that. I think it's overpowered. It needs to be fixed. Something needs to happen with it. Hex Retribution. I think this perk isn't bad, but I think it only belongs in Hex builds, of course, alongside Haunted Ground and like one other Hex, like Devour Hope or something. I still don't think it's as good as Bamboozled or Bitter Murmur. It's probably high C tier. I think that's where it belongs. It does reveal ores for a decent amount of time, and it works on other totems as well, so if they cleanse Haunted Ground, this goes off and you see their aura, which is pretty good. So, yeah, I think it belongs there. I think that's pretty good. Hex Ronin. Used to be right here somewhere, and now I think it is... I still think it's a good perk. I think it's probably around here. Yeah, on certain killers, that is. Other killers, not so great, so maybe we bring it down to here. Yeah, I'm comfortable putting Hex Ronin in low A. What is this? Unnerving Presence? Yeah, that's dog shit. It's awful. Do I need to go into why? Like, yeah, okay. Thrill of Hunt, also dog shit. Maybe one of the worst perks in the game. You know what? No. This might be the worst perk in the game. This might be the worst perk. This might be the worst. Yeah. I think Distressing's still better though. However, it does have very niche use, where you can pair it with other Hex builds, and it'll let you know when someone else is working on a Hex totem. It's just underwhelming, to be honest. I'm all ears. I think this perk is super solid. I think it's top B. Like, there's definitely better stuff you can run, but for information, this perk is very reliable. I've used it quite a bit. Like, when I was leveling up Ghostface, I used it a lot, and it was surprising the amount of time that it was actually relevant. So yeah, very good perk. However, I think this information perk is much better. Infectious Fright is like top A, if not S tier. On some killers, it's like mandatory. Like Oni, I'd say maybe Huntress, Nurse. Some of those, like snowball kills, Billy for sure. Like Billy and Oni, 100%. It's like mandatory. Yeah, this perk is just really good. I'm more comfortable putting it in like top of A though. I think that's where it belongs. Insidious is garbage. Irongrass is garbage. Iron Maiden, I have tinkered around with using it with Huntress, but it's garbage. Knockout has uses. I think it's more bottom C tier for like a slugging build. But it's still mostly garbage. Is this fucking Lightborn? Which one's... I get these two mixed up. Lightborn and Shadowborn. I don't remember which is which. Fuck. I think this one is Shadowborn? No. Fuck, I don't know. Guys, which one is which? I can't remember which is which. Okay, I think this one is Shadowborn, actually. And it's useful on some killers, but I don't think it's that great for most. Like, it takes up a perk slot just for Field of View. And I think it belongs somewhere around here. No, it's probably better than Franklin's. Franklin's probably belongs more down here. Yeah. And then Lightborn. garbage. Mad Grit is fun, but it's not that good, so garbage. Make Your Choice, I think it's really good. I've had a lot of success with Make Your Choice, and I definitely think it's like low A tier. I don't think you want to take it every game or on every build, but I do think Make Your Choice is a really, really good perk. The fuck is this perk? I know it's a demo perk, I just don't know what the fuck it is. We're just gonna put this shit down here because I don't play Demogorgon. Monitor and Abuse. I love this perk. This perk's amazing on certain killers. I think it belongs here. Yeah, it's so good. I've really come to like this perk. I'm gonna put it high B tier. Monster Shine, garbage. Nemesis, pretty good on a lot of different builds. I want to put it high C tier, I think. Yeah, I think high C tier. Overcharge, probably like mid C tier for like bad survivors like myself that can't hit skill checks worth a shit. Yeah, I think it's like middle of the road. Just in like lower tier survivors, against lower tier survivors. Once you get to playing good survivors, it's not gonna matter. It might catch them the first time, but it's not gonna catch them again. Actually, for that reason, it's probably low C. Overwhelming Presence, dog shit. Play with Your Foods, really good on Bubba, really good on certain killers. I think it's pretty high. No, I think it's actually, yeah, I'm gonna give it a low B tier. Actually, I think that's where it belongs. Pop Goes the Weasel. I think that's the best perk in the game. I think Pop is just the best perk in the game without Ruin. I shouldn't really have to argue why. Well, not in the game, just for killers. I think it's the best killer perk in the game, and I'm pretty comfortable putting it up in S tier. What is this? This is the fucking Wraith fucking bullshit where something scratch marks. It's garbage. I've not used it. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I've not used it because I can already tell it's garbage, along with Bloodhound and Territorial and all that bullshit. We'll rearrange D tier a little bit at the end, I guess. Rancor is fun. Rancor has uses. It's kind of like Bitter Murmur, but not quite as good, I don't think. Where did I put Bitter Murmur? Right there. I'm gonna say that it's lower than Bitter Murmur. Probably higher than Play with Your Food or Hex Retribution, though. Or not Hex Retribution. I get that mess up. Dead Man Switch. Yeah, I think Dead Man Switch belongs at the end of B. You know what? Actually, Dead Man Switch is probably a C tier perk, to be honest. Yeah, I think it is. It's not reliable. Remember Me has some niche uses. For that reason, I'm going to put it in the C tier. Probably, definitely, yeah, keep going. Probably right there. I think Huntress's Lullaby actually belongs lower in the C tier. Yeah, I think that's about right. Save the Best for Last is definitely an A tier perk in my opinion. It's so good on so many different killers. I think it's better than, yeah, I think it's better than all of these other perks in A tier. Yeah, Save the Best for Last is a really, really good perk. Yeah, I'm gonna put it like that. Sloppy Butcher, another A tier perk, probably, yeah, the best of A tier, I think. Sloppy Butcher is just so good. It's the only thing in the game that gives you mangled indefinitely until they heal. Also, being able to see that extra blood can be helpful as well. I think Sloppy is just really, really good. You know what? I don't think it's better than those two perks now that I think about it. Just because these ones help you so much. Sloppy slows down the game a little bit, yes, but that's only if they decide to heal. Whereas these ones are going to help you no matter what. So, yeah. Spies from the Shadows, I don't think it's that bad. It's not very reliable, but I think it's okay. For, like, if you don't have any other tracking perks, it's not bad to pick. Definitely other ones that you can pick, though. Spirit Fury, it's good with Enduring. Otherwise, if you're not running it with Enduring, it's shit. And running it with Enduring means you're taking up 2 perk slots just for that effect. Yeah, low C. Let's see. Strider. Strider is pretty much only good on Spirit. For that reason, it's gonna go like top of D. Yeah. Why is Unnerving Presence there? Yeah, I think top of D is where Strider belongs. Surge? I think a Surge is solid. I think it's right about here. I think it belongs there in the B tier, behind Monitor, and I'm all ears. I think it's a little bit unreliable sometimes, but it's definitely pretty good. It has its uses, and it allows you to not have to go pop gens, which is nice. But yeah, the cooldown on it's a little long, and the range can be a little short, depending on where you are. So yeah, I don't think it's necessary on every build. Surveillance. I like Surveillance. I don't like it as much as these, but I do like it more than Play With Your Food. So I'm going to put it right there. Wait, this is Territorial Imperative, isn't it? Oh my god. Okay. Ooh, I can't remember which is which. I know this one's Bloodhound. This might be Territorial Imperative. This one is... fuck, which one is this? I know it's a shit perk, I just can't remember what it is. Let me know in the comments if you remember what the fuck this perk is. Yeah. I know all 3 of them are dog shit. Like, literally, they have dogs on them, and they are garbage, and they're shit. So, yeah. Thanatophobia, I think, is pretty good. I think Thanatophobia only works on certain builds with certain characters, though. I do like it more than Dying Light. I do like it more than Shadowborn. I do like it more than Remember Me. Not more than Agitation, I don't think. Yeah, let's keep it there. I think that's where it belongs. Trilling Tremors. It's pretty useful. I'm going to put it in the low side of B tier. It's not a bad perk. Tinkerer, I don't think is great, but if you don't have a whole lot of tracking perks, it can be useful. I think right there is fine. No, Blood Echo might be a little bit more useful. We'll put it there. Yeah, these are like niche use perks here, and these are like don't use them unless you have to perks. These are good, these are good, these are good. Yeah. Unnerving Presence, poop. Unrelenting, poop. Whispers is really good. Probably right here. Whispers is so good on like so many killers. I think it's high A tier. Yeah, I'm comfortable putting it there. And then we've got, what is this, Zen something? I can't remember what the actual... It's the Mind Eye. It's the one where you can see all the pallets and windows in the area. It's not bad. There's definitely better stuff, but it's not bad. Probably right here. I think that's where I'm comfortable with it. Alright, let's rearrange the D tier a little bit. The problem I'm having is I can't remember what the difference is between these 2 perks and these 2 perks. I know for a fact they're all bad. Wait. This is Hex Third Seal. Yeah, that's Hex Third Seal. It's still bad. It still belongs there. These ones, I can't remember. I know Territorial Imperative is the basement, Bloodhound is the blood tracking, and I don't know what the other one is. I don't know what the 3rd dog perk is. I'll probably think of it after I'm done with this video, and I just can't remember it right now. Okay, we're coming up on a 30-minute long video, so let me really quick rearrange D tier. Insidious is really bad. Clora Phobia is really bad. Mindbreaker is really bad. Shadowborn is really bad. Unrelenting has more uses than any of those. Put it there. Monstrous Shrine might be the worst. Overwhelming Presence, really bad. I don't think Third Seal is as bad as some of these other ones. All these dogs, since I can't figure out what that third one is, they're all going at the bottom. Actually, Insidious is probably going at the bottom. It's really hard to, like, rearrange these bad perks because they're just terrible. Like, all of them are just really bad. Like, why would you run any of these over any of these? Like, even the C tier, like, I don't understand. Like, aside from Strider, you know what? I'm going to put Strider in C just because it counters Iron Will. And I don't think it's near as bad as any of the other ones. And just because one of the best killers in the game uses it. But yeah, I'm about to lose my voice, guys. It's been 30 minutes and I recorded some other videos before this one, so I've definitely got to end this video. Let me know what you agree with and what you don't agree with. Again, it's just my opinion. It's not definite. So yeah, this is not objective. Just remember that before you comment. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.